Hello, John Hall from Right Here Pens. We've done a few videos recently featuring pens with flex nibs. We've done Opus, we've done Leonardo, and today we're going to have a look at one that's been around for quite a long time actually, well, a couple of years anyway, and it's the Conklin Duragraph with an Omniflex nib. Now, the Conklin Duragraph has been around for quite a while. Nice unassuming pen, which we will take a look at now. Okay then, the Conklin Duragraph, like all Conklin products, it comes very nicely presented. So we have an outer here with some details of which pen it is. This one is turquoise. Nice leatherette box, false leather. Guarantee, I think you'll probably find that there's some cartridges there. There we go, and some information. So, as I say, a very nicely presented pen. This is actually turquoise Knights, and the Knight series of pens, if my memory serves me right, have frequently brightly coloured barrels, but everything else is black. Okay, it's a cartridge converter pen. And in terms of price, it's sort of mid-price. Now, given that pens can cost anything from about 20 quid to 2,000 quid, this was probably the lower end of the mid-range, so it's 70, 80 quid, something like that. Oh, we did just have a quick look there at the converter, and I think, again, if my memory serves me correctly, it is a screw-in converter, which is always a nice touch. The nib is also a screw-in unit from Jovo, who are pretty much the gold standard for steel nibs these days, if that doesn't sound a bit strange. So here we are, having a good look at the pen. A nice material, not a big pen. I think it posts. Let's have a look. Ooh, yeah, I'm not sure about that actually. I mean, it does post, but it makes it, I think, a bit back heavy, but there we go. Right, but what we're particularly interested in today is this nib, the Omniflex Nib. So we'll zoom in a bit and we'll have a good look. Now let's see. See if I can just come a little bit closer. There we go. As you'll see, it's got some fairly dramatic cutaways at the side. And with steel nibs, this is frequently the way that flex is imparted. You cut away a lot of the nib so that the tines will move more freely than they do otherwise. Here we are. So it's quite a startling looking nib actually on the pen. And we really need to find out how it writes. So without any further ado, I shall get my trusty Leuchtturm notebook. As the sun comes out, it's been belting down with rain this morning, but here we are. Okay, so I think we might try and come in a bit closer here. There we go. And we have some ink. You don't get far without ink, do you? So, where are we going to go? So, we say, the first thing I'd say is that this is extremely pleasant to write with. Very smooth nib, very smooth indeed. And okay, so for a moment, forget the flex, which I've got to say doesn't cost you any more. This is a very nice nib to use. The pen, a bit on the small side. I mean, it works for me. I've got no particular problems with it and could use it happily. As I say, posting, I think, probably makes it a bit back heavy. But there we are. There we are. But what we need to test here, having established that really it is a very good pen, very pleasant pen to use, is the flex. So here we go, no pressure at all, moderate line, a little bit of pressure, we're getting a little bit more there, quite a lot of pressure, and it's certainly a broader line, and well, as you can see, it will spread fairly well. It takes quite a lot of work, but it comes back to a modest and fairly fine line. There we go, so there's a decent amount of line variation there. Not dramatic, but decent. And I'd say very comparable to most other good steel flex nibs. It would of course help if I could write rather better. But if you're willing to work it a bit, and I think, as I said in another video, that's not entirely a bad thing to do. Even if you want to move to more expensive pens, I think it will improve your style, because the more pressure you need to put down, the slower you write. And I think that writing slowly is the best way to learn to write flex. And as you can see, I need all the help I can get. So, well, I hope this has been a useful video of the various steel nibs I've tried. This is certainly in the mix, no doubt about it. Very nice pen. I think at some point I might try and do a sort of a video with comparisons of various types of flex nibs. I would say that the steel flexes still don't match the best gold flex nibs, but then they cost a fraction of the price. So flex is something you want to get into. This would be as good a starting point as any I can think of. So there we go. So that's the Conklin Duragraph with an Omniflex nib. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up or even subscribe to our channel. Thanks very much.